Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to episode 7 of my 6x6x6 paper pad series. So if you're new to my channel or haven't caught this series yet, then it is a 6-week series where I am using 6x6 paper pads, and there's 3 videos a week. So there's Monday, Wednesday and Friday the videos go up. And so this episode I'm using the Dear Lizzie Stay Colourful collection, and I knew that I had loads of offcuts in the paper pad that I've been using previously, and I wanted to get quite a few of these strips sort of used up. So I'm only going with ones that have still got the full 6-inch length, and I'm just going through all of these offcuts and cutting down 1.5 centimeters wide and then roughly a centimeter wide. So I want 2 different size strips going on. And then I'm just going to use my border punch to have some extra sort of border layers. And I'm going to put those to one side because I'm going to come back with those border strips after I've finished my process. So all I've done here, I have marked the centre of the page so I can get this central. Now I know it's not common that you put your photograph almost slap bang in the middle of the layout, but I have done on this one because it does look the most natural position for it to go. So I'm going to run these paper strips right down the centre of my 12 by 12 piece of white cardstock. So all I'm doing here is I'm just putting a piece of adhesive just along one edge, and then the bottom edge of it I'm just sort of tearing it and ruffling it up, and then I'm laying the next piece underneath. So here you'll see the smaller strips are a little bit more problematic because they're only a centimetre wide. So as soon as you've got your adhesive on there, it can become a little bit of a struggle to get the bottom bit lifted. So yeah, I'm just going to alternate. There's no rhyme or reason in terms of the strips. I'm just going to alternate different patterns, and of course they're all going to coordinate anyway because they've come from the same collection. Now I'm a stickler for having things absolutely straight, and that's why I'm using my T-square ruler. Don't worry if you haven't got one of these, just eyeball it. It's just because it was there and I wanted to get it as straight as possible. It doesn't matter if it goes wonky, to be fair, it can just add to the design. So I've run my paper strips all the way, the majority of the way down to the bottom of the page. I'm not too sure whether, to be honest, I didn't have a design in mind. I just knew that I wanted to do something with paper strips. So I'd cut quite a few up, and then that's where my paper strips ended, basically. So you could go all the way to the bottom of the page. It doesn't bother me that it hasn't gone all the way to the bottom. So this is where I come back in with those scallop pieces, and I'm just going to layer some of those on top of the papers, and again just making sure that the patterns are spread out as evenly as possible. So this one here, the rainbow one, I wouldn't put it next to, so I've put it on top of the blue, and although there's a rainbow bit below it, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to use my Tim Holtz pick just to help me get those under those strips. And that is the finished design for the 6x6 paper. So you'll see here there's quite a lot of a lot of texture with all that sort of ruffling and tearing. And next I'm using a photograph that's 3.5 by 4-ish, and I'm just going to I've already backed it onto some white card, and I'm just going to back it on another one of the pattern papers from the paper pad. And I'm not going to put any more paper layers behind it because of the paper strips that I've already used. So there's already quite a lot going on in this layout. Now I wanted to bring in another element to the left hand side of that, so I'm just coming in with a notebook punch and just a scrap of white card that I had floating around, and I'm going to use that to the left of my photo. And you see these little 2 by 2 inch squares, well, they've come out of the cut apart sheet from the 6x6 pad as well. And I keep trialing them on the left hand side, and they do eventually make it onto, they do make it onto the layout, but they do end up switching sides over to the right. So I'm just going to stick down that layer there behind my photo. I was going to do it on an angle, and then I thought I preferred it straight. Now, because this is going onto quite a few sort of ruffled layers of paper, I did use some double-sided tape rather than my ATG, because I fear that with the tape in the ATG, it's quite a skinny tape. I'm not too sure how long this photo would have actually stayed stuck down, so I have added double-sided tape instead and just pressed it down quite a bit. So my title is going to be, originally it was going to be Memories, and it finishes with Hello Memories, and you'll see why. So these die cut glitter words are from the same collection, and I love these, but sticking them straight down onto pattern paper or onto a background, they just look a bit flat. So the ones that I've used so far, I've done the same trick on every single one. I've just popped some little mini foam adhesive behind it, and that really helps to make it stand out with the shadows behind. And I'm going to pop it there, but I do move it down ever so slightly shortly when I need to include the word hello. So I'm just trialing these little squares to the left again, and they're just not working for me there, so I will come back to those again in a minute. Now, so I've spoke before in this series about embracing random ephemera, so here comes the random ephemera. It's an ice cream truck. And what's that got to do with this layout? Absolutely nothing. But I really am embracing it, getting these bits used up. I'm not going to look at it in future years and go, why is there an ice cream truck? I'm just going to look at the photo and the design of the page. So it doesn't bother me now. It used to really, I used to really want things to match up, but it doesn't bother me. The little swans signified the two of us. And the ampersand, of course, always a great piece of ephemera to use or die cut to use if there's more than one person in the photo. So this is where I say I'm moving that word memories down, and I'm including this die cut word that says hello, so it's hello memories. And this photograph was me and my husband, well, it was boyfriend at the time, maybe 13 years ago. We have been together since we were 18, 19. So, yeah, this photograph was taken quite a few years ago. And I don't know the place. I don't know the what we were doing. I don't even know the year to be exact. But it's a photograph in my box of memories that want to be scrapped. So I'm going to use that little journaling tag that I've cut from the cut apart sheet to put some journaling on my layout, which I know is not something that I do that regularly. And I have joked about saying my next series could be on journaling, because that's not my style, but perhaps that would push me outside my comfort zone to actually want to do it. So sick buckets at the ready for this journaling. So I wrote, this photo was taken many years ago, way back when me and James first met. I estimate this to be 2005 possibly. He certainly had more hair then and I less wrinkles. I just know we'll grow old together. So you can put your sick buckets away now. The journaling is over. But I thought I'd just share with you my journaling on there. It's nothing special. It's nothing, that's going to remind me what that photograph was about. But I just wanted to say something about that photo, because I don't want to be sort of thinking in years to come, where were we? What were we doing? And because I don't know is the honest answer. So I've been scrapbooking for 2 years. I think I said that in my last video. 2 years I've been scrapbooking for. So, now as a scrapbooker, I know to, jot memories down and, get them scrapbooked as soon as possible so you don't forget. But obviously back then, as a non-scrapbooker, barely took photographs. So, yeah, just really trying to play catch up with with all of this. But this is the end of the video. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you back here on Wednesday for episode 8. If you've enjoyed this, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.